Hi, my name is Maria Langer, and I wanted to do a quick video to talk a little bit about my Traveler's Notebook, the latest version. And this is actually a lazy blog post. I don't feel like writing it because I'd have to take lots of pictures, so I'm just going to video it, and I'll try to make it quick. So this is the most recent version of my Traveler's Notebook folder. It's made out of leather, thicker leather. I went online. There was someone who was making these fold-over notebooks. He had a free downloadable template. Actually, it wasn't free. It was like $2, which is almost free. And I downloaded it. And unfortunately, it was not for a traveler's notebook. It was for a different size notebook. But I made modifications and I got it to work. So basically, my notebook, the way I've got it set up, and everyone does this differently if anyone's still using these, is that I've got 3 notebooks in here. I've got my daily planner for the current month, I've got my daily planner for next month, and then I've got a dot journal where I take notes. I can rip pages out if I need to. And I also have this insert that I made the other day with some self-improvement habit stuff that I found online. And I'll put a link to that video in the notes for this one. I've also blogged about it as well. So what's different about this one, about my setup versus other people's, is that a lot of people will have on the binding, I guess you'd call it, they will have double holes, and they'll rub the single pieces of elastic, so 3 separate pieces of elastic through to hold the different notebooks in place. And I didn't do that. I found a way through another video where the person was winding one long piece of elastic cord, running them through here to basically make the folders for the notebook. Hold on, pull this out. Okay, so I'm going to pull all these out so you can see what it looks like with nothing in it. It's nice and tight. The idea is to have them a little bit tight so that it holds the notebooks in. This is a pretty thick elastic cord. And so what I do is I start out by bringing it through the middle hole, then I come down and around, and then in and out, and then down, and then in and out, and then somehow, I don't remember how I did it, but it ends up going back through this hole, which was not easy because, again, this is a pretty thick cord. But I got it through twice. You have to double it up in some places, and it's tight. But I got it to work. These grommets I bought, that were very easy to insert. And then once it comes out, then you want to put a knot in it. I didn't do anything fancy here. And then that makes the thing to hold it all closed. So I can stick my 3 notebooks in. It looks like this middle one's a little on the loose side, but that's okay. And I usually start with the first month. Again, you just run it through. It's just like a regular kind of a traveler's notebook thing. And of course, you can make this any size. So you can make this to fit moleskins or any other style of notebook that you like. I make these notebooks myself, and I made the templates for my daily planners based on another template that I found from another person online, and I should link to his video. He's the guy who instructed me on my first cover, which was not very good because it was a much thinner leather. You need a good leather, something with substance. So basically, I've got my daily planner pages, and I can plan out the month in advance. I made them so that I can circle the dates, and I didn't do every single day of every single year. And then just have these plastic covers. They're really easy to make. And then that's basically it. So I have this, every morning I start my day by planning my day. Here's today. I'm supposed to be in the studio today, which I am right now, videoing this. Here's my list of things to do. Reminder to drink some water. Any notes I take during the day, I keep track of the water that I drink. And if I had something scheduled that I have to be at a certain place at a certain time, I'll write that in here. Otherwise, sometimes I'll make notes of when I'm in the studio or when I'm working in the yard or whatever. And I can go ahead and do future things. Like, for example, I had something Monday, but I canceled that. Instead, I've got stuff on Tuesday. And then I've got just things that I need to do. And I can do that for a year in advance. A month in advance. I can do it for next month. And then I also have a month at a glance view. So that's basically my setup. Keeps me productive. And it keeps it nice and neat in here. And I tried to stamp my initials on over here, and I didn't hit hard enough on the M, but I think the L is pretty good. And then once I fold it over, I just run the cord around, and now it's nice and secure, and I can throw it in a bag. And I basically take this with me, definitely when I travel, but not necessarily where I go throughout the day. I'm one of these people who doesn't carry a purse or a backpack, and I kind of like that. I like to travel light when I'm out and about during the day. I don't even carry a wallet with me. Half the time I don't have my driver's license with me. So I don't usually carry this with me. But if I did, I could take notes in here and do other things with it. This is the way I work. I'm not an artist to draw, so I don't have a sketchbook in here. Some folks put sketchbooks in here. They'll make art along the way. They'll do observations and meditations and all kinds of things. I keep it real simple. It's just a productivity tool for me. The leather I bought was from Amazon. It's cheap, and you could tell because it's got lots of scratches on it, but it's fine, fine for my use. And I really like the way the binding came out. I really am very happy with this. So that's my Travels Notebook. That's my Lazy Girls blog post for the day. I'll put this online. It'll be on my YouTube channel and also in my blog. And if you keep in mind, I keep 2 blogs. I've got one for my Great Loop travels, which I haven't been on the Great Loop now for a while, so there's not much new there. But I also have a personal blog where I blog about things I'm interested in, which is unfortunately a lot of things. So you can check those out, and I'll put the links to those down in the description too. So thanks for watching this, and if you're looking for a productivity notebook to take with you, there's a ton of Traveler's Notebook videos on YouTube. Apparently they were in style about 10 years ago and then went out of style, but there are very similar options. They just have different dimensions. It's all the same stuff. That's it. Thanks for watching. Bye.